What's up, guys? I gotta quickly get this reaction out of the way. I don't want somebody to get through the door and know I'm doing something else. I gotta study and get some work done. So I'm gonna place through my certain account, my Google Docs. But actually, it's time for a death battle. Let's go. After seeing numerous doctors for everything from heart problems to asthma, Tyler went to National Jewish Health in Denver with vocal cord dysfunction. So I don't know where so the humans are basically in color. Wow. They both have healing factors. That's the only crazy thing. Well, this is pretty long for a death battle.
Okay, you. Okay, Spiky Bear.
Damn.
You break buildings good, but Hulk, break walls.
Go Hulk. Go Hulk. Yeah. Yeah. Holy fuck. Shit.
That was beautiful! With the Hulk's immeasurable power and Doomsday's impossible immortality, this truly felt like a fight between an unstoppable force and an immovable object.
Hulk may have had the advantage in raw strength, at least at his full potential, but Doomsday could certainly hold his ground. His victories against the likes of Superman and Darkseid prove he can take a hit from someone strong enough to break planets.
And by experience, Doomsday had the speed advantage. He regularly fights foes with light speed capabilities, while that kind of speed is an extreme rarity in the Marvel Universe. In fact, the only foe that fast who Hulk's ever seemed to keep pace with in a one-on-one match was Sentry, and that was when he was at his most powerful stage, Worldbreaker Hulk.
So overall, Hulk has strength and Doomsday had speed, but neither completely outclassed the other. At first glance, this one looked like it could go either way.
Which means the devil's in the very tiny details.
So why couldn't the Hulk's infinite strength just keep rising and eventually overwhelm Doomsday?
Well, even assuming Hulk's strength was infinite, his healing factor was not. Don't get me wrong, it can only be overtaxed by hits from absurdly powerful beings such as Zeus or Sentry, who Doomsday certainly compares.
Naturally, Doomsday's crazy strength and speed started wearing that healing factor down.
Here's where it gets a bit tricky. The Hulk may look like a giant green monster, but he's still technically human, and his power directly correlates with his anger. A human being's anger stems from an increase in hormones and adrenaline in the body. However, the brain can only produce these chemicals at such a rate for a limited time, eventually giving up and turning apathetic. Therefore, Hulk's limitless power could never have existed without his healing factor. It's the key. It allowed his body to continue producing hormones and adrenaline far beyond the norm, theoretically an endless supply, thus increasing his superhuman power to an immeasurable degree. So, Doomsday overtaxing his healing factor meant the Hulk could no longer maintain his increasing rage and Hulk form.
And if you're still skeptical, that's why there's a bunch of times in comics when a huge impact forced the Hulk to turn back into Bruce Banner, including that battle between Worldbreaker Hulk and Sentry.
Wow.
With his healing power beaten down, he literally couldn't keep himself angry enough to stay in Hulk mode.
I love science, but there's still one more thing. Thanks to his battles with Superman and other Kryptonians, Doomsday has evolved to a point where it's basically impossible to kill him with brute force alone.
So Hulk couldn't have killed him by just getting angry enough to punch harder than Doomsday ever felt.
Precisely. Here's the proof. Superman and Doomsday eventually had a rematch, in which Superman was much more powerful than their first battle. As we discussed before, Superman's power is also potentially limitless by way of continually absorbing solar energy. And at this point in his story, he'd begun to discover that.
But try as he might, despite his increased power, Supes couldn't kill Doomsday with blunt force a second time.
Ultimately, Doomsday's immunity to being ripped, impaled, incinerated, blasted with energy, being beaten by blunt force from both focused and multiple sources, means Hulk just didn't have the options available to take Doomsday out before his healing factor was overtaxed.
On this day, Hulk met his doom.
Wow.
Doomsday.
That is the most craziest pun he made.
Doomsday.
Boom.
Next time on...
So as soon as I knew that whatchamacallit, he faced a lot of godlike people, and that where Hulk had his limits, he had none. Where his healing factor was quicker. So that's why Doomsday wins, basically. So next time on DeathBattle.
On DeathBattle.
Rondo Noir. One Piece.
Hey guys, I'm Ben. I play Wiz. This is Chatty plays
One Piece.
Boomstick. And next up, we've got Zorro from One Piece. Stick to our Twitter to find
I
out
knew
who he's
it.
going to be fighting.
Want to watch DeathBattle on your big screen? First members can now download the Xbox One and Apple TV apps. It's great, but super important. We just launched a brand new video game. It's Super Rad Ray Gun. Link in the description. Click it. Check it out.
Oh, and that's the only thing that just popped up that I got tight about. Freaking, I wanted to react to Amy versus Ramona because I had more. I basically won this debate because I just knew how Doomsday had more potential and overpowered strength than Hulk. But I knew for a fact from Amy and Ramona that Amy was gonna win. Knowing that some people were like, oh, Ramona did certain things, certain potential that Amy couldn't, but Amy was just overpowered. In my opinion, she might even be stronger than Knuckles. Knuckles the Echidna. So, next we have that guy, Zorro, from One Piece. One Piece. I'm not really into One Piece, because that's an anime. I'm not into that type of anime. I watched a certain amount of episodes, but they weren't that interesting compared to watching Kill la Kill, Akame ga Kill, One Punch Man. One Punch Man. Not One Piece, One Punch Man. There's a big difference between that. And what else? There's Dragon Ball Z. That even trumps them. Then there's Naruto. In Bleach, it even JoJo. So I'm basically done here. I'll see you guys on the next Death Battle. I wonder who he's versing. He might verse Bruce Lee or Sasuke. I don't know. Well, I'll find out sooner or later, and I'll make a debate or prediction maybe. I'm gonna start doing that for my channel as well. So, Striker out.